Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier and this is Ship Updates. Now, first off, right off the bat, we've got news about the Buccaneer. Now, of course, we found out on 10 for the space insert titles here. We found out on the last question when they were talking about the ship pipeline, we found out that the Buccaneer was going straight into production. So for those of you who have bought a Buccaneer, that's a bit of news for you immediately. I mean that you have a ship and that it's immediately being pushed into production. Not only that, we also found out that they're doing the final voting right now for the contest to see which size 4 weapon you're going to get on top of what you've already bought. So that's basically an 18,000 UEC value size 4 gun. I believe the two choices are these two guns here. The Combine Ballistic size 4 and the Revenant size 4 guns. So if you haven't voted yet, it's part of the sale page, and vote now, and hopefully we'll see what size 4 gun you're going to get. Now, if you own multiple Buccaneers, you will get multiple guns. So they will make the selection of which gun is the winner on Sunday, and then I believe it is by Thursday you will have the guns attributed to your account. So once again, if you own a Buccaneer, good news, your ship's going straight into production and you're getting a size 4 gun for every Buccaneer that you own, something to look forward to. Now, moving on from the Buccaneer, we're going to talk about the Caterpillar. Now, the Caterpillar, we got a ton of details on this week. Some really cool information. I want to get into it. Now, first of all, of course, last week we were talking about the Buccaneer sale. The Caterpillar sale. They had alluded to the fact that there was going to be a Caterpillar sale, and this week they repeated that, but the word special event kind of got thrown in with all that information. So I'm kind of thinking that the next big special event where there might or usually is a sale is Gamescom, which is end of August-ish. So if you're planning on a Caterpillar, I would probably budget for end of August, mid to end of August. I don't have the exact dates now, but that is probably when you're going to get your next opportunity to buy the Caterpillar at the concept sale price of $245. Now, some people were asking about the insurance that would come with the Caterpillar on that sale, but truthfully, buy a Buccaneer now, CCU it later through the ship upgrade system to a Caterpillar when the Caterpillar becomes available, and then the LTI from your Buccaneer carries on over to your Caterpillar, giving you an LTI Caterpillar. So that is definitely something to look forward to. Now, some other information about the Caterpillar is the cargo modules, or rather the modules that you're going to get with your ship. The Buccaneer are okay, so the Caterpillar that you're buying, or that you have bought or will buy, is going to come with standard cargo modules. Now, these are the only modules that the ship is going to come with stock at this time. There are other modules, but they are not revealing them yet, and so we are not too sure what to expect. But cargo modules immediately is what you're going to get with your ship, with possible upgrades later. Same way they did the Retaliator modules, and possibly like the upgrades that you could buy later, or the battlefield upgrade kits that you could get with the Vanguard. So probably something like that coming in the future for Caterpillar owners, something to think about. That's what we got on the on the modules. Now, there was also some people talking about the Caterpillar docking module. Some people were talking about whether or not the Buccaneer could dock with the Caterpillar, and CIG has said they can't say right now, or rather Ben said we can't say right now, which means to me it's not entirely ruled out. And we had heard this before. We had gotten inklings of this before, that it was possible that it would be used as kind of like maybe a ship to carry, say, dragonflies. And some people thought of that as kind of like a boarding mechanic, as a way to board and move back and forth. But to me, that seems overwrought. I mean, for a boarding mechanic, when we first saw the Buccaneer, I keep going back to the Buccaneer. I'm sorry. when we first saw the Caterpillar, when was it? I keep forgetting his name, but Lando and Randy Vasquez were talking about the Caterpillar almost, what was it, last September, October-ish. They did the first ship updates. Ship Shape without Lisa Ohanian was those two, and they were talking about the Caterpillar, and they were talking about kind of like a catapult system for boarding, and that didn't really make a lot of sense. And some people have kind of theorized that maybe the Drake Dragonfly would be used to cart people back and forth, but to me that also doesn't make a lot of sense. I think that truthfully, if it's going to be carrying ships, it's probably going to be the Drake Dragonfly, and it's going to use them as kind of like deployable fighters. How many? Who knows? I think in the end, like a boarding mechanic from ship to ship, if you're EVAing, is probably going to be something like a magnetic grapple gun or some kind of mechanic like that. But those were some good details on the Caterpillar, something to look forward to. Now people were asking, why is the Caterpillar going straight into production? Well, the answer, it seems like they're kind of saying that the Caterpillar might be in Squadron 42, because Squadron 42 was mentioned, but they never really said anything too committed to that. But possibly Caterpillar appearing in Squadron 42, which would, if we're going to get Squadron 42 in 2016, would mean that the Caterpillar could be moving along very, very quickly to get finished. And also, we got indications that the cargo system will be coming to the PU sooner rather than later. So it kind of makes sense. With the Starfarer and the Starfarer Gemini about to drop and the Caterpillar being next up, it makes sense that the cargo system is coming. Now, how we're going to move cargo around, chances are, in the first iteration, we'll go from point A to point B, and they'll just say, move cargo the same way you would move cargo, say, in Elite Dangerous, where you just drag it from column A to column B, and then space magic happens, and, the cargo is moved. Whereas in Star Citizen, in the end, you're probably going to get guys with, like, the little levitating, kind of push pallets, and they're going to come out and unload the cargo because, you kind of have to go through the whole immersion rigmarole. And so chances are that's going to be something to look forward to in the near future, is the cargo system. Now, apart from that, we got a bit of an update on the Reclaimer. Now, what they have said is that the Reclaimer is waiting for a tech designer, which, when we were talking about the Reclaimer, the Orion, and the Banu Merchantman just in the last ship updates video, I was trying to kind of play off or kind of key into when we might be able to expect the Reclaimer. And if it's just waiting for a tech designer, it's just waiting for something to open up, possibly in the UK, Reclaimer might be going in soon as well. So definitely something to look forward to for Reclaimer owners. Now, of course, I might be overeager just because I am a Reclaimer owner, so take that with a grain of salt, but if it's just waiting for a tech designer then to get started, that's good news to me. I'll take that. Now, also, we got some news on the Carrick. Now, the Carrick, we were told last week, was supposed to go basically right into production the next day, but it seems that there's been just a slight, and I emphasize slight, delay because it's supposed to start any moment now, and I think it's relative to the fact that Gurmukh Basin had some kind of an injury or some kind of an accident. Nothing too serious, I hope. I don't have the details, but I guess it's just waiting for him to get kind of fit and ready to rock and roll, and then the Carrick is going into production because, of course, the Carrick is third in line of the big ships. So for the Carrick owners, your ship should be starting any day now. Definitely something to look forward to there. Now, we got some other information. Drake Dragonfly, hopefully we'll have some more information soon, whether or not it's going to be the next concept sale. Probably more than likely, as the Prowler is, they still haven't really said that they've gotten the look of the Tavaran race. The Dragonfly is, of course, it's a small ship, it's a snub, so it probably won't be too taxing for them to complete that. And then apart from that, the only ship that is remaining out of the big three that they've officially said and that we know about is, of course, the Polaris. Now, I've been trying to get confirmation on something that I've been seeing on the forums, which is that people are referring to a Ben Lesnick interview with Nikki D'Angelo, where apparently Ben said that the Polaris was going to be possibly Carrick sized. I'm still kind of digging through and trying to get get confirmation. I was asking the question in the RSI chat during RTV, or not the RSI chat, and it didn't get answered. So without like a confirmation from CIG, I'm just gonna kind of say it's possible that it could go that way. But that ship, of course, is being done in the UK now. It's still in the concept phase as far as we know. So we don't have any details or anything to speculate on too much, but it seems the forums are speculating a price range of possibly between $600 and $900, because it keeps being referred to as the small Corvette and not the Corvette. That kind of does jive with the Carrick comparison, so we'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to speculate a little bit about that on the Piracy Show and deal with my thoughts on capital ships and piracy on Monday. But for this show, that is just about it. That's just about all the real updates that we got that led to anything really tangible. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching.
Quantum travel initiated.